So in this video I want to talk to you about how to create a killer custom bonus for affiliate offers. Now we all know that whenever you're promoting affiliate offers, you need to kind of stand out from the crowd and be a little bit unique about the type of bonuses you offer. Now if you've ever been online, you'll know that lots and lots of people offer exactly the same PLR type rubbish for their bonuses. Now I want to show you how you can actually make a custom bonus which you can actually be proud of and that will actually enhance the product that you're going to promote. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about knowing your audience. I'm going to give you some bonus creation ideas. I'm going to talk to you about how I actually selected a bonus for a product that I actually promote. Then I'm going to show you an example of the bonus that I've actually made for that particular product. So guys, just before I start, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to the channel before and you're interested in starting a business online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below over to the Simple Traffic Blueprint, and I'll show you a super easy method to get started with that will see you making your first commissions online. And guys, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I produce more videos just like this one. So the first thing I want to talk about is knowing your audience. Now this is very important when you're thinking about the type of custom bonus that you're going to make for them. Now remember, you're trying to be a little bit unique here, so you need to think about this a little bit more than probably 90% of affiliates do. So you're trying to determine a number of factors about the audience that are actually going to come along to your products. Are they likely to be beginners, intermediate, or advanced? So your custom bonus needs to be tailored towards the type of people they are. Now if your product is aimed at beginners and you know it's aimed at beginners, you'll need types of bonuses that will help them actually go through the process of implementing whatever strategy it is. Now if they're more intermediate, there may be other types of bonuses you can give them, like checklists or whatever, that will also enhance the experience. And if they're more advanced, you may be thinking about how can I really add much more value to this particular product that's going to appeal to those folks that are advanced. Second thing is, are they technical? Again, a beginner might not be so technical as somebody who's advanced. So when you create a bonus, if you create one that's far too technical for people to implement, it may be an issue. So you've got to think about how technical are the folks that are likely to be buying that product. Other one is old and young, and it's kind of the same thing. You may have people at different stages of life that have different experiences online, and you want to be able to tailor your bonuses towards those different types of demographics. Then of course, what type of media do they prefer? So is it going to be something that you write? Is it going to be a video? Is it going to be some kind of podcast? It could be anything that enhances the value of the product, but you've got to think about that before you start producing it. Another thing is, what types of products do they buy? So there's lots of affiliate networks out there, and all of the products tend to be the same that come off those affiliate networks. And if you know that your product is very similar to one of those, then you'll know the type of products they buy. Now, a lot of these folks could be kind of shiny object seekers and a little bit confused about how they're actually going to make money online, which I know I have been in the past, and I'm sure a lot of other people have. Now, when you go ahead and make a bonus for those types of people, you don't want to be adding to that already confused state. You want to be making your bonuses are very practical and are helping them to understand how they can get the most out of that particular product that you are trying to promote. So, of course, the product you promote has got to be good. Can't be one of these shiny objects that's promising people thousands of dollars within the first few days of implementation. Then it doesn't really matter what bonus you put to it, because you know they'll have a bad experience with that product. So you've got to start with a product that's very good. But then, of course, you've then got to think about what type of people and what mindset are they actually in when they're coming along and buying a product like yours. And then lastly, and this is a big key thing to me, are they action takers? So do you think the type of audience you have will actually take action on your bonuses? Now, why is that important? Because if I go ahead and create the world's best checklist or the world's best video series and nobody bothers watching it or really goes through the checklist, then that is obviously going to be an issue for me, and I don't want to waste my time creating something if that's going to be the case. So a lot of that is around a bit of trial and error when you're actually creating your bonuses. So you can change your bonuses over time. If you feel they're not being utilized enough, when you see maybe some videos that you've produced that aren't being watched, whatever it may be, you can kind of tailor those bonuses depending on the type of product you're promoting. So again, it might seem a little bit too in-depth when you're just producing some bonuses, but knowing your audience is really key to being able to design the type of bonus that they are going to find is going to help them and be valuable to them. So there are various bonus creation ideas that you can actually have. Now, at the end of the day, you need to look through your product and figure out what is the best way that you can add value to it. So there's various things you can do. You can improve the actual content, so you can maybe enhance some of the tutorials, you can add a few more topics, you can add some missing training. Let's say, for instance, you buy a product that is all about website creation but doesn't have anything to do with traffic generation, for instance, then you might be able to add additional content around traffic generation. Now, I've seen that lots and lots of times. You need to make sure it's the right type of training, but that's just one idea about how you can kind of fill in the gaps on some of the products that you are actually promoting. Another thing is some done-for-you services. So if you have the time or you think it would be relatively easy to do, you can do things like YouTube channel creation if you have something that involves a YouTube channel. You can do website creation for people. You might be able to just provide a service to them where you do everything for them in the particular product, or you can provide things like done-for-you animations. The list is kind of endless, but you need to think about when people are actually creating things for this product, what kind of things could I offer to do for them that are relatively easy for you? Because remember, you could have tens to hundreds of orders of this, so it could be something that is quite time consuming. But for instance, if I had a series of pages that I developed that I could just send out to people to upload to a certain site, then that would be a very quick way for me to do a done-for-you service for them. So lots and lots of different ideas as far as done-for-you is concerned, but obviously you need to balance the amount of time you take to the amount of commissions you make of certain products. Another thing you can do is add more tools generally to the product. So you can add things like checklists, guides, templates. People love all this kind of stuff because it gives them more value, but it helps them actually make their way through the training in a more organized manner. So checklists are great. You can literally go through the training, look at each part of the training, and then make a checklist that complements it that people can follow along with. And again, templates are really good as well. If you had some kind of pages and you develop some templates for them that you could give people, again, really, really good value because it saves them doing it. So anything that will save them time is obviously going to be of great benefit to them. And lastly, and this, I put it in kind of an others category, you can have enhanced training around things like mindset, motivation, productivity. Now, these are really key sometimes because a lot of the issues that you get, especially with people that are new online, is they're expecting everything to be done very, very easily for them, and they kind of lose any kind of rational thinking when they're talking about building a business online. So anything to do with mindset that you can offer people is always going to be of value to those that want to listen. And that's always the key in that case. So remember, there's lots of things that you can do to actually enhance someone's experience with a particular product. Now, as I've said here, you can have videos, you can have audio, it can be written, it can be all sorts of different formats depending on how you think the best way to deliver the particular tool is. So things like checklists, guides, templates, they're probably going to be written. Anything to do with done for you, maybe video, maybe written, and then things around mindset and things around improving content, you could also include some audios there. So now what I want to do is actually show you a product and take you through the various parts of the product and give you some ideas about how I would go about maybe enhancing that and adding more bonuses to that particular product. So this is the product. Now the product is actually called the Simple Traffic Blueprint, and it's something that I promote myself because I know that this methodology works, because it's the way that I actually learned to make money online. Now, this involves driving traffic using YouTube to any kind of product or service. But the main part of this video is really to show you the different sections and discuss how I would go about enhancing a product just like this one. So if I come down, you have some intro sections here, which have some bonuses and case studies already. But then one of the main first parts of this is actually choosing a niche for the product or service that you want to go ahead and promote. Now, this is one of the hardest things to do, especially when you're starting out, because you'll have a lot of uncertainty around how to choose a niche. And it's something I suffered with when I first started, and it's something that people are kind of get stuck on right at the beginning of this process. So a great idea straight away is to look at this, and I'm going to show you an example of a bonus I've made to actually go through this exact topic, but to look at this topic and say, how can I add more value and get people to go through this piece a little bit quicker? So when you're choosing a niche, obviously you need to have examples of that niche that you can go ahead and look at to see if it's suitable for you. So one thing you can do, and it's one thing I've done, is actually give people 10, 20, 30 examples of niches that they can do with this particular methodology. Now, because this is YouTube, because people might be beginning in this particular product, it's actually teaching people a method that you don't actually be on camera on YouTube to drive traffic to your products and services. So the niches need to be good for folks that aren't going to be on camera. So any kind of sporting activities and things like that probably won't be great niches because people are usually on camera and they're demonstrating things. So the best thing to do here is kind of go through and actually create a bonus based on what type of niches are going to be the best niches for this particular product. So that's just one example, and I'm going to show you how I've done that. Again, any of these topics you can enhance. You need to go through the training yourself and figure out, is there any gaps in the actual training? So things like building a website, you could do done for you services on that website, setting up YouTube, done for you services. Anything that involves a setup, you can go ahead and do a done for you bonus to help them out with this setup. So all of these can be done for you type bonuses. Again, when you're looking at the actual implementation piece, things like content creation are perfect for bonuses. Go out there and do a 10-20 minute video on how you actually go ahead and create content. Because remember, a lot of these folks will see this training for the first time and have no idea where to start, because the people that make products like this will not put every single thing into the product because the product would be too big. So you can come along and pick 2 or 3 things out of here and make some really cool bonuses for them that will actually enhance it. So content creation is a really cool one. Again, anything around keyword research, you can go online, you can show people how to do the keyword research. Then we come down to things like video creation. You can show people actually how to create a video, how you share your screen, how you upload it to things like YouTube, how you then build pages. All of those great types of things will enhance their learning. And then you have things like the landing page, which again, you can have a done for you landing page, or you can give them templates that allow them to do that quicker. So there's lots and lots of opportunity just in a product like this one to add and help the folks that buy it be able to implement it a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I want to show you a quick example of what I've done as a bonus for this particular product. So what I have here for the Simple Traffic Blueprint is actually a bonus that shows people how to go about and select niches that are going to be really good for this particular strategy. Now again, because it's a strategy that I started with and I started making money with, I know the strategy works, so I know the kind of niches that are really good for this. So if I come down to my bonus here, I obviously picked out 10, but what I've done is I've actually gone onto YouTube on each one, and I've picked out 3 channels on YouTube that do this exact methodology. So they're making money on YouTube without showing any kind of faces on YouTube, using different types of topics. So I've just picked 10 niches, gone onto YouTube, videoed myself going through the various channels, explained how they're being monetized, explained what the channels are, exactly how the niche is working and what type of videos they're making for that particular niche. And then very simply, they're all about 5 or 6 minutes long, and then showing them the types of keywords that they can use in their own research to go ahead and get the best information around this niche. And I've got 10 of them. In this particular one, it's things like WordPress, low content publishing. All of these types of niches are really, really good for anybody who doesn't want to be on camera. So this is how I've done it. So I came along and I shared my screen just like I'm doing now. I talked through the various channels, and then I uploaded these to YouTube. In this case, you can use different types of video hosting networks, and then all I did is I linked it back to this page, and I will deliver this. Then when they buy the product, they will get this as one of their bonuses. The other thing I've actually done for this particular product is offered my mentoring service while they're going through the product, so they can contact me at any time with any types of issues, and I'll be there to actually help them out. So that's kind of a done for you service that I have, where I'm available to answer people's questions. So you can see here that bonuses like this are very, very powerful. So guys, I hope you can see how easy it is to actually figure out what type of bonuses to give your products. Now, it is something that's very, very important for you to think about, having custom bonuses that bring value to a product, but are also unique to you. Because when you go online these days, whenever you see the vast majority of affiliates actually promoting products, they're always using the same PLR type bonuses. Now, if you want to create a bonus using PLR, you can use that as the base, but I would completely change it. The issue I see is that lots of people will go to the same sites and have the same PLR bonuses as everybody else. So you need to be able to stand out in the crowd. You need to figure out, if you're going to be promoting, especially an evergreen offer on a long-term basis, what unique bonuses you can actually make. So guys, I hope this brought you some value. In my next video in this topic, I want to talk to you about how I actually deliver my killer bonuses. I'm going to show you a few examples of how you can go ahead and showcase and then deliver your killer bonuses. So guys, thanks for taking the time to watch. Again, if you're interested in building a business online, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description below. It will take you over to the simple traffic blueprint, which I showed you, which is actually the method that I use to make money online. So I highly recommend you check that out. My name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, please go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I produce videos just like this one. And again guys, I hope this brought you some value. Take action on this. Go ahead and look at the types of products you're promoting, and let's make some killer bonuses, and you will find you will start making a lot more commissions. Until next time guys, take care.